The US and the UK just bombed Yemen. There's been 4 military strikes from the US in just 6 days against Houthi rebel targets. Are we headed into a regional war in the Middle East and a global recession? The Houthis have vowed retaliation at all costs, and they will continue targeting ships in the Red Sea. This is major, and it needs to get more attention because it affects you financially. In this video, from a non-political view, I'm going to explain the impact this has on you domestically and on the global economy. Before I get started, I would greatly appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button and leave a big thumbs up if you find this video to be helpful. In the Red Sea, the Houthis, a rebel Shia group in Yemen, have successfully disrupted shipping through the Red Sea. The Houthis are attacking vessels in the Red Sea in support of Palestinians. They are attacking ships that are linked to Israel or bound to Israeli ports. And the US and the UK are attacking the Houthis in Yemen to get them to stop attacking vessels in the Red Sea. The Red Sea is responsible for 10 to 15% of all global trade, 8% of global grain trade, and 12% of global seaborne oil trade. That's $1 trillion of global trade passing through the Red Sea. Over 80% of all internationally traded goods are transported via cargo ships. Since air travel is a much less cost-effective way to transport large items or huge amounts of goods, ships have to travel through the Red Sea in order to access the Suez Canal, which is the only waterway that allows direct passage between Europe and Asia. I'm sure you're probably thinking, can't these ships just take another route? Yes, take a look at this map. This is the Red Sea. This is Yemen. In order to get to the Suez Canal, you have to go through this area. This is where the Houthis are creating the blockade. The second route is to go around all of Africa, which will add an additional 14 days of travel time. This creates more potential for damage to take place because of choppy waters, increasing the cost of fueling, shipping, and pricing to go up. Take a guess. Who does that get passed down to? Yes, you, me, us, the consumers. Prices on the ships has risen dramatically already, and at least 5 of the largest shipping firms have already announced that they will redirect their container ships away from the Red Sea, opting to take the longer route around Africa. As a result of all the tension, traffic through the Red Sea have dropped by 35%. Not to mention, Qatar has halted liquefied natural gas shipments via the Red Sea. Qatar is the biggest supplier of natural gas to Europe. So if this continues, Europe will face a natural gas shortage. Most recently, Maersk, the largest shipping company in the world, announced they are diverting all container vessels away from the Red Sea route, warning all of their customers to prepare for a significant disruption. How does that affect you? This is major because a disruption in the global supply chain will cause inflation to go up domestically and globally. In other words, the cost of goods and services purchased by you, me, us, the consumers, will go up. We are starting to feel the effects of it domestically from the disruption in the global supply chain through the Red Sea. Take a look at these numbers. This is the CPI report. It stands for Consumer Price Index. This report was released last week, and it measures the cost of goods and services purchased by me, you, us, the consumers. In other words, it measures inflation. The results show that inflation rose from 0.1% to 0.3% month over month, and year over year, inflation rose from 3.1% to 3.4%. The last time there was a disruption in the global supply chain was during the COVID-19 pandemic and at the beginning of the war in Ukraine with Russia. Inflation spiked to a 40-year high and the stock market crashed. And there's no telling when this is going to end. As tensions continue to rise in the Middle East, there are fears that we are going into a regional war. The longer this lasts, the more we will feel it financially. And if we head into a regional war, this can trigger a global recession because a bigger disruption to the supply chain. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and a big thumbs up. And if you have any thoughts or questions, leave it in the comments.